Hey, welcome into the round pen, day 2 with Tanner here. And actually there's been 2 days in between, day 1 and day 2 because of the weekend. I did over the weekend turn him out in the arena just to exercise, and he galloped around there full blast. So that tells me that that issue with the abscess is healed up enough that I don't have to be concerned about it. But you've seen everything I've done with him so far. So I'm just reviewing this. Cluck means go. Good. So he just lopes off real nice. And I need to talk to his owners and see if they've taught him this already, because he seems like he already knows it. Let's change directions here. Good. All right. Go off this way. Okay. Boy, I really like this Colt. And it kind of reminded me of how I got my good horse runner. About 12, 15 years ago, I had started several Colts by this same paint stallion, and I liked them all. They all had good minds like this horse and moved out nice and all of that. So I went ahead and bred a couple of mares to that stallion just because I liked the babies, and it worked out nice. Ended up with my lifetime horse out of it. And so to me, that's a good way to know, you know, if you find some horses and you like them, then that's the bloodlines you probably want to have. I don't know anything about this horse's bloodlines, but good. Okay, let's ask him to move off. Good. So he didn't get too upset about that. Good. 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 Okay. Next thing, let's introduce him to a snaffle bit. So what I have here is just a bit with an old headstall on it. And this is all I use this bit for, is just introducing colts to it. And all I'm going to do is ask him to pack it around today. Probably for several days. I'll have him just wear it without doing anything with it. Okay. So see, he's bothered just by. Okay. So if he's bothered by that, I'm not going to shove it in his mouth just yet. Okay. I need to desensitize him to the actual bit. Okay. Which is approach and retreat. There, a little curiosity. Okay. Okay. So we got a little bit of issue here. It's not too bad. And you've heard me say many times, if your horse has a problem, don't ignore it. Fix it. Okay. It would be really unfair of me and also not wise to just go ahead and jam this in his mouth when he's not okay with it being around his head. Okay. It would just cause him to be unnecessarily upset, and it would also cause me to lose a little bit of trust, which I'm trying to earn with him. Haven't earned any yet, but we'll get there. Okay. And a lot of times, curious horses will go ahead and just stick it in their mouth to see what it is. Some of them will. Okay, so he's kind of okay with that. How many times do people just force a horse to take a bit? And then they wonder why the horse doesn't want to do it. And then they complain that the horse is bad. Okay. Okay, now, before I try to put the bit in his mouth, let's see if I can put my finger in his mouth, which I haven't done yet, my thumb. Okay, and then take it out. And I don't know if that's been done with him before or not. Let's try it from the other side. But I do know the owner's had his teeth floated a few weeks ago, which is the most common issue, health issue I have with horses that are brought to me to train is teeth that need to be floated. So we got that fixed. Okay. All right, now I'm going to do the same thing with the bit. Put this bit in his mouth here and then just take it out. I'm not going to leave it in there. Okay. So he's a bit bothered by that. He's stiffened up, pulled his head up. Okay. So I'm going to get it in there, let him chomp on it for a few seconds. See if I can get him to drop his head down. If he does, I'll take it out like that. Okay, good. Good boy. Okay, one of my horse trainer sayings is slow is fast. You take an extra 10 or 20 minutes to do this on the first day, and then you won't have problems for the rest of his life. We get in a hurry, scare the horse, and then we spend months and years trying to fix it. We don't need to do that, do we, bud? There we go. Good boy. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and bring it up pretty tight. First day or so I get it really tight, and the reason is I do not want him putting his tongue over it. I don't want him to get in the habit of sticking his tongue over the bit. And if you get it pretty tight like that, he's really not able to do that. So he's going to play with it and mess around with it for a few minutes, and then he'll forget about it once we get to doing other things. Okay. All right. Right now, he's got about 90% of his brain on that snaffle bit. All right. So you just watch him, and I would say usually within about 10 minutes, he'll stop chomping on it and he'll start thinking about other things. Good.